Dolton, Illinois, a quaint town nestled in the heart of the Midwest, where everyone knows everyone, and the sense of community runs deep. A small town with big dreams. The residents of Dolton have always prided themselves on their close-knit community and their shared aspirations for a brighter future. Now, it finds itself grappling with a harsh reality. The once bustling streets are now eerily quiet, and a sense of unease hangs in the air. Its leader, Mayor Tiffany Henyard, is under federal investigation. The town's trust in its leadership is being tested like never before. The accusations are serious. Corruption, misuse of funds, a blatant disregard for the public trust. These allegations have sent shockwaves through the community. Henyard's rise to power was swift, her promises of change resonating with the community. She was seen as a beacon of hope, a leader who would bring about much-needed progress. But behind the confident smile and the polished speeches, a darker story was unfolding. Whispers of misconduct began to surface, casting a shadow over her administration. Federal authorities are meticulously piecing together a trail of suspicious financial transactions, all leading back to the mayor's office. The investigation is thorough and relentless. At the heart of the investigation is OAKK Construction Company, a company with a history as checkered as a game board. Their involvement has raised many questions. Over $200,000 in city contracts were awarded to OAK, all without competitive bidding. This raised eyebrows and suspicions among the town's residents. These weren't just any contracts. They were funded by federal COVID-19 relief grants, meant for the most vulnerable in the community. The misuse of these funds has caused outrage. The company's president, Alex Nichoff, is no stranger to the legal system. His past is marred with legal troubles, making his involvement even more concerning. He awaits sentencing on bribery charges. The community watches closely, hoping for justice to be served. The investigation is uncovering a web of connections between Nichoff and Henyard, including campaign contributions that have the stench of quid pro quo. The depth of their relationship is under scrutiny. The question that hangs heavy in the air: did Henyard betray her city for personal gain? The people of Dolton are left to wonder if their trust was misplaced and what the future holds for their beloved town. As the investigation continues, the community remains on edge. Conversations in coffee shops and town hall meetings are dominated by the unfolding scandal. The once united town now finds itself divided, with some still holding out hope for Henyard's innocence, while others feel a deep sense of betrayal. Despite the turmoil, life in Dolton goes on. Children play in the parks, elderly couples take their evening strolls, and local businesses continue to serve their loyal customers. The resilience of the community is evident, even in the face of such adversity. The people of Dolton are determined to weather this storm. They know that their strength lies in their unity, and they are committed to rebuilding the trust that has been shaken. As the sun sets over the town, there is a glimmer of hope that brighter days are ahead. The investigation may cast a long shadow, but the spirit of Dolton remains unbroken. The town will continue to stand together, facing whatever challenges come their way, with the hope that justice will prevail and their community will emerge stronger than ever. The allegations against Henyard extend far beyond the dealings with OKK Construction. Whispers of her lavish lifestyle and questionable spending habits have circulated for months. Residents whisper about taxpayer-funded trips disguised as official business, and luxury items appearing as if by magic. Documents tell a story of their own, or rather, the lack of documents does. Missing receipts, unsigned contracts, and a blatant disregard for proper accounting procedures paint a picture of an administration operating with something to hide. The scandal surrounding Mayor Henyard ensnares more than just her administration. It reaches into the very heart of the Dolton Police Department. Louis Lacey, Henyard's close confidant and the deputy police chief, is facing his own legal battles. Federal authorities have indicted Lacey on charges of bankruptcy fraud. Lacey, once a symbol of law and order, is now accused of concealing assets and manipulating the legal system for personal gain. His attorney claims the charges are nothing more than a desperate attempt to pressure Lacey into giving up incriminating information about Henyard. The pressure mounts on Mayor Henyard with each passing day. The federal investigation is relentless, casting a long shadow over her administration. Subpoenas have been issued, demanding access to financial records from both the village of Dolton and Thornton Township, where Henyard also holds a position of power as a supervisor. The investigation is expanding its scope, scrutinizing campaign contributions, digging into personal finances, and leaving no stone unturned. The walls are closing in, and the question is no longer whether Henyard will face consequences, but how severe those consequences will be. Section 5, a city in turmoil. The allegations against Mayor Henyard have sent shockwaves through Dolton. This once peaceful community is now grappling with a crisis of leadership. The trust between the people and their elected officials has been shattered, leaving behind a void filled with suspicion and uncertainty. Public outrage is palpable. Protests have erupted on the streets of Dolton, with residents demanding answers and accountability. They hold signs bearing slogans like, "Justice for Dolton and Henyard must resign." The very foundation of their community has been shaken, leaving residents feeling betrayed and vulnerable. Section 6. The price of silence. The scandal engulfing Mayor Henyard is a stark reminder that silence is not always golden. Sometimes it's the sound of complicity. The silence that surrounds such scandals is often deafening, creating an environment where wrongdoing can flourish unchecked. The alleged corruption within her administration did not happen overnight. It festered and grew, slowly poisoning the trust of the community, shielded by a culture of fear and silence. People whispered in hallways, exchanged nervous glances in meetings, but no one dared to speak out. Whistleblowers, those brave individuals who dare to speak truth to power, often find themselves standing alone, are often met with retaliation and intimidation. They face immense pressure, not just from those they expose, but from a society that sometimes prefers ignorance. The fear of losing their jobs, their reputations, or even their personal safety keeps many silent. This fear is a powerful tool used by those in power to maintain their grip on control. This silence allows corruption to thrive, eroding public trust and creating a sense of hopelessness among the populace, and undermining the very fabric of our democracy. When the truth is buried, justice is delayed, and the principles we hold dear are compromised. Section 7. The weight of evidence. As the investigation progresses, the evidence against Mayor Henyard continues to mount. It's a tangled web of financial irregularities, questionable connections, and a blatant disregard for the rules designed to protect the public interest. Each new revelation deepens the sense of betrayal felt by the people of Dolton. The weight of evidence is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. The whispers of corruption have transformed into a deafening roar, demanding justice and accountability. The people of Dolton deserve to know the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Section 8. A legacy tarnished. Mayor Henyard's legacy, once filled with so much promise, now hangs in the balance. The allegations of corruption, if proven true, will forever tarnish her reputation and cast a long shadow over any future political aspirations. The damage extends far beyond Henyard herself. The scandal has eroded public trust in the entire political system, leaving many feeling disillusioned and questioning whether their voices truly matter. Rebuilding that trust will require a steadfast commitment to transparency, accountability, and a genuine desire to serve the people above all else. Section 9. The fight for Dolton's future. The people of Dolton are resilient. They have faced numerous challenges over the years, from economic downturns to social upheavals, yet they have always found a way to persevere. Their spirit is unbreakable, and their determination is unwavering. They are determined to reclaim their community and restore integrity to their local government. This is not just about politics, it's about the very soul of their town. They want to ensure that their children and grandchildren inherit a place they can be proud of. They are organizing, speaking out, and demanding better from their elected officials. Through town hall meetings, public protests, and community rallies, they are making their voices heard. They are showing that they will not be silenced or ignored. The fight for Dolton's future is just beginning. This is a long journey, but they are ready for it. Every step they take is a step towards a brighter future, a future where justice and integrity prevail. This is not just a local issue. It is a reminder that corruption can take root anywhere. It serves as a stark warning to other communities that vigilance is necessary. Corruption can undermine the very foundations of society if left unchecked. It is a call to action for all citizens to remain vigilant, hold their leaders accountable, and never allow the pursuit of power to eclipse the principles of justice and integrity. Every vote, every voice, and every action counts. Together we can build a future that is fair, just, and true to our values. Section 10. A call for justice. The people of Dolton deserve justice. They deserve a government that is transparent, accountable, and operates with the utmost integrity. They deserve leaders who prioritize the needs of the community above their own self-interest. The call for justice echoes through the streets of Dolton, a powerful reminder that the power ultimately resides in the hands of the people. They will not be silenced, they will not be ignored, and they will not rest until justice is served. Section 11. The enduring importance of transparency. The scandal engulfing Mayor Henyard serves as a stark reminder of the enduring importance of transparency in government. When elected officials operate in the shadows, shielded from public scrutiny, it creates a breeding ground for corruption. Transparency is not a luxury. It is the lifeblood of a healthy democracy. It is essential for holding our leaders accountable, ensuring that they are working in the best interests of the people they represent. Sunlight, as they say, is the best disinfectant.